when that little baby gets off the bottle, we should serve that baby a goat cheese souffle. Don't you think?
Thomas loves souffle.
Oh,
it's soft,
yummy.
It's edible, you know, it's full of protein.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Not bad for you at all, depending on what you put in it. And I'm sure you're putting all good things.
Well, I think cheese and eggs are generally good things.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
they are. They're whole food. So this goat cheese souffle, where are you in this process right now? What have you put in there?
I'm kind of halfway through. I thought I would just do a few different stages because I know the word souffle can sometimes make you think complicated, got to go to cooking school, got to get my hat on.
Right.
Yeah, don't. No. You can make this in your PJs.
Okay.
And I tell you, my mother made this for us growing up once a week. Like, and she worked full time. It take the fear away. It is easy.
Okay.
So it kind of happens in two parts. And what you're going to do is you're going to let the egg, the miraculous egg, you know how it has two parts in there?
Yes.
The yolk and the white?
Yes.
You're going to let each of those things do what it was destined to do.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I love this. You're putting a lot of drama behind this.
Indeed. I always like to tell the story. So this is just a white sauce, you know, butter and flour. We cooked out, add a little milk. There's a little bit of Dijon in there for flavor.
Okay.
And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the yolks into this part, and then I'm going to beat the whites. So first of all, we're going to separate an egg. Now, does separating eggs bother you?
It doesn't bother me, no.
Do you
Am I amazing at it? No.
No, nobody is.
Three's Company episode where they had to keep separating the eggs? I sort of do it like that.
Well, one tip.
Yeah.
You think that you should crack the egg on the side of your bowl?
Yes.
You should not. Crack it on a flat surface. It's a lot easier.
I actually do that. I crack it on the flat surface.
And then you get it, it's easier to crack it kind of in half.
Yeah.
And that way, you can actually use the shell itself to do the separating.
And then you go back and forth.
I know, back and forth, back and forth. And the egg will just do it naturally. A little bit of white left on there, no problem.
Yeah, okay.
My friend Nigella does this with her hands. That drives me crazy.
Like back and forth?
Yeah, and then I'm covered with egg white.
Ooh,
so Nigella, you know, I heart her. Big styly.
She's fabulous.
But you know, she doesn't do everything perfectly.
Okay, good.
So the
That's
yolks,
good to know.
I know, right? We can all be domestic goddesses. The yolks go in there. Could you give that a little wee stir? And that's going to make that base really rich and delicious and flavorful.
Oh, yeah.
Now, meanwhile,
so good for you too.
So here are the egg whites. Okay, so we've used all the egg whites from the yolks that went in there.
Yeah.
You're gonna mix them until they just get soft and fluffy. So
that's easy. Okay.
Doing my eyebrows. I'm tending to my child.
Yeah. So they went in looking like that, and they come out looking like that.
Okay. And this doesn't take long. You can do this by hand, absolutely. But you want it to have these little soft little peaks. They're just soft. They're just soft. Because that's what's going to give the souffle its air.
Okay.
Okay, so we're pretty much halfway there. We're going to make these individual, but you can make them in a big as well.
Yeah.
Little ramekins. Maybe you've got some of those. Maybe you got some of those. Little bit of butter, and I put in a little bit of dry breadcrumbs.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
That gives it a little crust on the outside. You don't have to do it, but you want to get out the excess there. There we are. I'm going to put some lemon zest and chives in here. And then I'm just going to fold the two together. So
you're folding this with this or this with that?
I'm going to fold that in here. You can actually, it's better to put the whites into the yolks.
Yes.
But because of the nature of this glass bowl,
we're doing it the other way.
I'm going to go the opposite direction.
Okay.
And this is now you start thinking, oh my gosh, I'm going to overmix it. How am I going to, it's going to fall. I'm going to tell you, even if it does fall, which is unlikely, still delicious.
It is still, still good. It
then you call it an omelet.
Pretty.
It's a cheese omelet, exactly, right? You see, you can always fix anything. And this is folding. Now, you know, people fold one way or the other. You just use a nice big spatula.
Yeah.
You go until the whites are pretty well incorporated in.
Yeah.
As long as you don't mix this and mix
this
and
mix it up. Don't overmix.
And how are we going to get the goat cheese in? I'm going to put a big fat lump of yummy goat cheese right in here. See, it's easy, right? It's just gentle.
No problem, I got this.
Then I'm gonna take a spoon, and then you fill these up, and then you bake them, and then yada, yada, yada.
Do you fill them up all the way to the top, Claire?
You kind of do, yeah, you kind of do, because then what they're gonna do is they're gonna puff up, and then you take them out, and they look like that. And if it's brunch, you got your goat cheese, there's like a little hot, molten center of yummy goat cheese in there.
Yeah, very good.
So I'm going to put some smoked salmon on there because I love smoked salmon. And we made a little sauce in that little pot there.
Oh, here we go.
Cream cheese, bit of milk, bit of dill. Do you want to drizzle a little bit on top there? And then if we're feeling,
oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Are we feeling fancy?
I want to be a little fancy.
Okay, we're going to feel a little bit fancy.
Why not?
I'm growing dill in the garden this year, so we're going to do a little bit of that.
Some dill. Oh, this is great.
Amazing, right? And so a souffle, remember, not scary.
No.
If it falls, it's an omelet.
It's okay. And I would just have like 3 or 4 of them.
Oh yeah, me too.
Because they're a little tiny, right?
Yeah, well this is either an appetizer or a light brunch with a big salad and lots of bread.
There you go.
Yeah.
Cityline.ca for that recipe. Let's go to